The teams for MCC Pride 2024 just got finished being announced yesterday, and wow, these teams are definitely something. I gotta give props to Scott where props are due because these teams are very well done this time around. We also got lots of newcomers like usual, and even a mystery player at the end that we'll have to wait and see what becomes of that more near event day. But anyways, without wasting any more of your time, let's just get right into the teams for MCC Pride 2024. Alright, so first up we have the Red Rabbits with Ava Tyson, Purpled, Arit, and Dark Eyebrows. Yo, let's go. Ava as a newcomer is huge. Would have been really cool to see her with Mr. Beast and the rest of the crew as a team, because that would have broke the internet, but maybe next time. This team is a very cool team nonetheless, and I don't know if it's the strongest team in this event. I think this team nonetheless is definitely going to have a lot of fun though. I like the Arit and Dark Eyebrows duo. It's a very solid duo. Purple and Ava is going to be an interesting duo to watch as well, because they could pop off. I think first overall is probably going to go to Purple. There are 3 other people. So it's going to be a closer race, but I think I could definitely see Purple getting up there. Next up, we have the Orange Ocelots with Akko, Smager, Eloise, and Mog Swamp. Yo, let's go. We got Eloise back in the event and Akko back in the event. That's really cool to see. I know they're really good friends, so awesome to see them together. And then we got Mog Swamp. Let's go. Dude, I never expected Mog Swamp to join MCC, to be honest. He's one of those people in the Minecraft community that is a very good content creator and creates awesome content. If you don't know, he creates, like, content based around, like, a flat world, like a flat survival world in Minecraft. And he's very good at making that kind of content, but I just would have never expected him to join MCC. I don't know why. I just feel like he's not really in the MCC event kind of realm, or hasn't really ever dipped his toes in there. But it's really cool to see him in MCC. Hopefully he plays in future events, or in like a Block Wars or future Block Wars events, because I'd be down to see him in more events. I don't know if Mog Swamp actually knows anybody on this team. I mean, he knows Scott because Scott had to invite him to the event, but I don't think he's really talked to many people in the MCC communities. I don't think he is friends with anyone on this team, but it's still fine because, I mean, this team's gonna be a vibe nonetheless. So like I said, very vibey team, and I can't wait to see how they perform on event day. Next up, we have the Yellow Yaks with Mysticat, Krinios, Karakorvus, and Snifferish. Mysticat's one of the best Minecraft event players like out there right now. Misty's probably gonna be able to get top 5. Most likely. Like, I think Misty is probably going to give Purple the run for his money when it comes to first individual. So we'll have to wait and see if Misty can pull that off. If there's ace race in the events, which there probably is going to be, it's going to be interesting to see who gets first there. Because whoever gets first in ace race, most likely is going to get first overall. But yeah, Krinios, Kara, and Snifferish are 3 of the best role players in the entire event. It is MCC Pride after all, and this team could not really try as hard as they want. But, I mean, who doesn't want to win MCC Pride? You know what I mean? That's like epic, dude. The coin is so cool. So, like, why wouldn't Krinios and the rest of the team want to try, you know what I mean? But if they end up not getting top 2, then it's fine. But I think this team has a really good shot of getting top 2, to be honest. But again, we'll have to wait and see. Next up, we have the Lime Llamas with 5UP, Wally Bear, Zombie Cleo, and Exuma. Yo, let's go. We got more hermits back in the event, Cleo and Zuma. But I was hoping Zuma would play in more MCCs, and him playing in Pride is a pretty good confirmation that he's also going to probably play in more canon events down the line, which is really cool. And then Zombie Cleo, of course, coming back once a year as always for the Pride events, and was in last year, and now is in this year again. So really cool to see Cleo back. And then Wally and 5UP, the return of the duo, I think. Have they teamed before? I'm pretty sure 5UP and Wally were a duo before. I'm like 90, no, maybe they weren't. I don't know, but it's even if they weren't, or even if they were, it's still a really cool duo, and one of the stronger duos in this event, actually, because 5UP at the end of the day still is a pretty underrated MCC player, and Wally, of course, is like one of the best, like, quote-unquote S tiers. Maybe it's a get to the other side, actually, this team could do pretty good at. Maybe a battle box, probably not, though. So I'd probably say Sky Battle is this team's best game, but I could see you arguing, like, it's a get to the other side, or maybe even a Meltdown. Actually, I could see this team being really good at Meltdown, so maybe Meltdown gets played later in the event. I have a feeling that I'm going to be wrong about this team, and this team's probably going to be able to get top 5. Next up, we have the Green Geckos with Krtzyy, Michael Reeves, Lily Pichu, and Sykkuno. Wow, this team is huge. I never, in my wildest dreams, would have expected Michael freaking Reeves to be in MCC. That's crazy, man. That's actually wild. And then, of course, we got 2 of Michael's very good friends in Lily and Sykkuno. Wow, this is crazy, man. This is a very cool team. I love to see Sykkuno back in the events and Lily back in the events, because Lily was in last Pride, I think, right? Yeah, I think she was. And then of course we got Krtzyy, the one and only, leading this team, which is always really cool to see. And to be honest, I would not be surprised if this team gets last, but I also wouldn't be surprised if this team gets like somehow like not last. That'd be really funny. I mean, this team has like probably the least Minecraft experience, but it's still nonetheless, I mean, it is a Pride event, so. But for placement wise and actual like in-game event stuff, this team's sadly probably not gonna do the best. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter really as much as long as they have fun. And I think this team is definitely gonna be a lot of fun. I think we can all agree on that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to give this team last or second last, around there, sadly, but hopefully they can prove me wrong. Next up, we have the Cyan Coyotes with JojoSolos, Aimsy, HannahXX Rose, and Pearlescent Moon. Yo, we got the return of MCC 24 Cyan. Let's go. This team has become a legendary team in MCC history, being one of the best Sands of Time and just one of the best, vibiest, coolest teams of all time, man. Didn't they return in, no, not Twitch Rivals, they returned in some other event, did they not? So I guess this is their second time returning, right? Anyways, yeah, this is a very awesome team to see back in the event again. Very interesting that Scott allowed this team for Pride 24, because not gonna lie, this team's kind of cracked, to be honest. I mean, Hannah and JoJo's a crazy duo, and then Pearl and Aimsy are two perfect role players for this team. So like, yeah, this team's kind of cracked, but I don't know, if they take out Sands of Time, it might be balanced. I don't know, because this team is like the Sands of Time team. They're very good at that game. So maybe if they take that out, then they'll be fair, but it's still nonetheless very cool team. Probably my favorite or second favorite team in the event. And placement wise, I'm probably gonna predict this team top 2, as you can tell. Like they're most likely gonna get top 2, especially if there's Sand of Time in the event. Next up, we have the Aqua Axolotls with Antfrost, Red Velvet Cake, Gemini Tay, and Elena. Yo, we got the Antfrost and Velvet duo back at it again for another Pride. What is this, the 3rd year in a row they've teamed in Pride? I mean, it's pretty obvious why. And then, of course, we got Gem and Elena on this team, which I don't know if they know each other very well, but hey, that's still a pretty cool duo. I mean, Gem knows Ants pretty well. Gem has teamed with Ants before in the past, and Ants one of the best leaders in MCC, so this team is probably going to do pretty good. I would say probably top 4, maybe even top 3. Like, I think Antfrost just makes this team so much better because he's so, like, good at MCC. And yeah, also, I forgot to mention, Ant's back on Aqua. Let's go. The consistency is back. Hopefully he stays this way for the rest of the year, always on Aqua. No, I mean, I actually really like it when Ant changes up teams. When Ant goes on like yellow, or when he goes on a lot of the times I feel like he's on pink nowadays. He's on pink or like lime or even yellow, I feel like, a lot nowadays. But hey, I mean, I love to see when Ant goes back to his roots and plays on Aqua team. So yeah, really cool Aqua team for this event, and definitely one of the best teams in the entire event, if we're being honest. Next up, we have the Blue Bats with Tapel, Shovel, Vigumio, and Gucky. This is a very interesting team. I did not expect this team. I did not see this team coming, to be honest. Tapel and Shovel is a crazy duo because they are a vibe as always. And then Gumi and Gucky is also a really cool duo. And Gucky, to be honest, is a vibe as always. And then Gumi is literally one of the funniest players in the entire event, if we're being honest. I think this is definitely going to be, if it's not green, I think it's blue, the most chaotic team for this event. I feel like this team's just going to be pure chaos. I don't know why. I just have a feeling that they are. They're just going to go either absolutely crazy or they're just going to be absolute chaos. And they're probably going to get bottom 5. But I think this team's definitely going to be one of those teams that is a ton of fun, nevertheless, where they place, you know what I mean? But nonetheless, we're definitely going to see some interesting clips from this team once it's all finished. Next up, we have the Purple Pandas with Boba, Harry, Inthelittlewood, and Sarah. Yo, we got the Yaks cast back in MCC. What was it? Oh, it was Rising 2, right? When we had the Yaks cast. It was Harry. Was it Sarah, I think? I don't know if, was Boba in the Rising 2? Might have been, but yeah, I remember that Rising 2 team was sick. And then, of course, we have Martin replacing or like subbing in as someone else from that Rising team also. I don't know who, but awesome to see. But yeah, dude, the Yaks cast is always a vibe, and Martin, when he leads the Yaks cast in any Minecraft event, is always really cool to see, because you know Martin has the experience, and Martin's already a funny guy as it is, and him having the experience, and then kind of having to lead all of the other Yaks cast members that don't really have the experience is always fun to see. And so yeah, this is definitely going to be an interesting team. It's going to be interesting to see what their best game is. I don't know, this team might be one of those like underrated like battle box teams. Like, I don't know. I just feel like their teamwork might be there for Battle Box. But again, their teamwork also might be there for Build Mart. Like if Build Mart's back in the event, maybe we see a Build Mart pop off from this team. But I think it's either Build Mart or it's probably Battle Box. Let me know what you think this team's best game is down below in the comments. I'm probably going to give this team like 6th or 7th place. I think that's pretty solid for this team, considering most of them aren't like, you know, huge like MCC players. Like Harry's played in once, Sarah's played in once, and then of course Martin's like the veteran here. If they did have more MCC experience, I'd put them higher, but I think 7th or 6th place around there is like pretty fair. And last, but certainly not least, we have the Pink Parrots with Apokuna, Sneak Snag, Pizzo, and ? Huh? What? What is this, bro? What is the Pride Chicken? What is he doing here? What's happening, dude? Is this? I'm guessing this is supposed to be a placeholder for some audience member, maybe. I feel that's what I thought when I first thought of like who this could be. I was like, maybe they're just gonna like pick a random audience member somehow. That maybe was someone that like bought their merch. I have no idea. It's either that or they're actually like holding back some like content creator that is secretly on this team that they're gonna bring in, like a Grian, like a Mumbo Jumbo, something like that, where they're just gonna like reveal them, you know, later down the line, which I mean I could see happening, but like most likely I feel like personally I think it's gonna be an audience member. But still, nonetheless, whoever it is gonna be probably a really cool fit for this team, because Oppo and Sneak are a crazy duo to have, and then Pizzo's back in the event. Love to see that. Pizzo did pop off last year, I think, with Tubbo and the team that they had. I forget what that team was, but last Pride events they popped off. And then Oppo is one of the best players in this entire event. It's probably gonna get like top 10. And Sneak, of course, is a really good 3rd frag, but can be a 2nd frag when he needs to be. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what that mystery player is. But let me know what you think the mystery player is down below in the comments, because there is a lot of possibilities of what it could be. Alright guys, so really quick before the video ends, I just wanted to give you guys my current MCC Pride 2024 team predictions, which as always have a good chance of being totally wrong, but I'm still gonna try anyways. In 10th place I have the Purple Pandas. In 9th place I have the Green Geckos. In 8th place I have the Blue Bats. In 7th place I have the Red Rabbits. In 6th place I have the Orange Ocelots. In 5th place I have the Lime Llamas. In 4th place I have the Pink Parrots. In 3rd place I have the Aqua Axolotls. And in 2nd place I have the Yellow Yaks. Meaning, of course, in 1st place I have none other than the Cyan Coyotes. Anyways guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and make sure to comment down below what's your favorite MCC Pride 2024 team, as I'm really interested to see what you guys think. Also, if you haven't already, make sure to click on this video right here, which is my Pandora's Box 13 team predictions, as it seems like it's gonna be a very interesting event to watch this time around, and you're definitely gonna want to know what I think. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!